if you have followed me, you have heard this term before. And because I went to a biohacking conference actually. It was a virtual conference. It was mm, either the end of August or beginning of September. It was very cool. I went to it for like it was a 2 day conference that I went to. And I got to learn about a lot of biohacking and what it is and different ways that it can help you. So, what biohacking is basically taking control of your biology in your body. And it is using different strategies and different intentional ways to make yourself healthy. It is not about getting sick. There is nothing about that. It is really about the science and how your body can optimally perform at its very best. So, some of the things that I am really interested in and have kind of been playing around with a little bit are things like intermittent fasting. So I have my lunch is typically either around 12 or 12:30, something like that. Sometimes on the weekend, I will even go until 1. But I've been trying to do like stop my eating time and then have a little bit longer of a fast and then break my fast at lunchtime. So those are some things that I am interested in. I'm also really interested in biohacking with sound therapy and infrared light and using things like that to help balance your mood and to regulate. So there is this really cool watch. If you follow me on Instagram here, you can actually see a picture of it. It's called the Wave Watch. I thought that was really cool. So I really liked that. And I have been seeing people use infrared light panels and hearing really great things about those. So those are some things that I might want to try. Also, things like blue light. Being able to have one of the biohacking things that I've actually been using for a couple of years is in my glasses, I have a blue light filter. So that's why, like, sometimes you'll see a little bit of it almost shows like purple because it's reflecting the blue light away from me and away from my eyes. So I especially notice it if I'm in front of the computer, but some of those kinds of things are just things that I have been really into, and things like EMF protectors, things like that, to be able to protect against the positive ions that come from computers and our cell phones and things like that when our body reacts best with around negative ions. And so being able to shield your body from the EMF and to be able to help your body. So those are some of the things that I have been really interested in. Another thing that I have looked into is like heat therapy, like saunas, things like that, and also cold therapy. I have not really dipped my toe into any of those yet. But if you have, I would really love to hear what your experience is, especially with the cold therapy. I know I live in Minnesota. I probably could just use outside as my cold therapy because it's quite cold right now. But I have not done that yet. But I think that it is something that I am interested in trying because I just think it is important to me at this point in my life when I am in my 40s that I can be able to have my health be at its peak performance and be able to find ways to both exercise and bring in my nutrition in a way that makes my body just awesome and really allows me to be at my utmost top. So that is a little bit about biohacking and just some of the there's a lot of things that I just talked about. So if there is anything that I talked about that you would like to know more about, because I have done some research on biohacking, I would love to see it in the comments, and then I can go ahead and do a little bit more research, and I'll do another video on it, and then we can just have a chat and learn about some of this cool stuff together. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Again, stay safe and stay warm. Bye.